But no matter how bad his deal is going, it's not going worse than the New York Football Giants. The Giants are 1-7. It ain't going well. And,
no, Eli, no.
And so Ben McAdoo was saying at a post-game press conference that, look, we may have to start getting other people who are the future of the team some reps. So Eli Manning is known for having one of the longest active starting streaks in the NFL. He's one game behind his brother Peyton. I think he's at 205 right now, off the top of my head. And people are wondering, are they really going to bench Eli Manning? Let me start with this. Eli Manning, it is not the reason why the Giants are 1-7. Eli Manning, you think the Colts situation's bad. Eli Manning literally has nothing. He goes out there with his blue helmet, his blue jersey, and gray pants, and that's all he got. They took his cleats, Brooks. They took the man's cleats. He ain't got nothing. He's playing with scraps right now. All right? The defense is giving up. He has no offensive line. His running game is so-so. Eli Manning cannot win. No quarterback can win. Tom Brady cannot go to the Giants and win a football game. It is that bad. Benching Eli Manning is not the focal point. And from what I'm understanding, a lot of Giants fans don't want to bench Eli either. You know what they want to do? They want to get rid of Ben McAdoo already. How long has he been there?
2-3 years?
This is his second year?
I don't remember.
They want to get rid of McAdoo. They think he's doing a horrible job.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Because
So what?
I think McAdoo, as of right now, I don't think McAdoo is a head coaching level guy. I think he's a good coordinator. I think he'd be a great. He's obviously proven he was a good offensive coordinator there. I just don't think he's got what it takes to be a head coach in the National Football League.
Like, the Rams scored 51 points. I'm looking over my laptop. I keep seeing people running into the end zone for the Rams, and I honestly don't know if it's the same clip over and over or the different touchdowns they scored.
It's probably all the different ones.
That's how bad it's going right now for the Giants. That's not good for them.
I think Eli is not the reason they're losing, but I think it is part of it. I think Eli is a good quarterback, but I think if you put, if you give an elite quarterback that offense, I think they can make something.
No. You have not seen this offense. They are bad.
That is what makes a quarterback elite, is that they can make the offense move. Andrew Luck. I'm going to pull out Andrew Luck. What has that offense done without Andrew Luck?
They've won at least 3 games.
But they've not done much.
They haven't done much.
With Andrew Luck.
However, he has weapons. As bad as the Colts are, they have T.Y. Hilton. He's a Pro Bowler. The Giants had Odell Beckham, and he's gone.
But with
what is currently in New York is nothing.
With Andrew Luck, the Colts are a playoff team.
Even without Andrew Luck, the Colts were 500.
But that's not a playoff level team, though.
And the AFC South it is. I don't know if you've seen it lately, but it is.
But without Andrew Luck, they're not a playoff team. If you have an elite quarterback, and not all your problems are solved.
No matter how you put it, the Colts may be bad, but the Colts are 19th in total offense. The Giants are 27th.
I think
that's your big problem.
Eli is part of the problem. He's not the big issue. But I don't think Eli's part of the problem at all. The Giants, 27th in rushing game. And let's see if they're on the 22nd in the passing game. If you have an elite quarterback, that fixes a few of your problems. Not all of them, but it fixes a few of them.
You don't even need an elite quarterback. Everything is just bad there. Everything. I don't care if Tom Brady is in New York right now.
Tom Brady.
If you don't have an offensive line, it doesn't matter.
If Tom Brady was the quarterback of the Giants, they would be a playoff team.
No, they wouldn't. You know why? Because Tom Brady would be dead by the 3rd game.
No, Tom Brady has great pocket presence.
But there's no pocket. That's the problem for the Giants. They have nothing.
An elite quarterback would make the Giants a contender in the East. I'm not saying they
No.
would be a playoff team
No,
with this,
not even
but
that.
they would be a
Not
contender
even that.
in the East.
Not even that. Because there's nothing there. The Giants have nothing. They've lost everything, and the team, for the most part, has given up. They've given up. And it's sad to watch in a sense.
Again, I think an elite quarterback fixes everything. Or not every...
No.
I take that back. And not everything. I didn't mean that. An elite quarterback fixes quite a bit of what they have. Because an elite quarterback can make plays and lead a team. Eli is a great quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback. He's a great quarterback. And it may be time for the Giants to move on from Eli.
If an elite quarterback fixes a lot of problems, then what's the problem with the Falcons?
Matt Ryan's not elite.
Matt Ryan won MVP last year.
That's 1 year. You take out Matt Ryan's worst year.
You cannot
and his
look
best
at me and say Matt Ryan's not a dang good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback.
What is an elite quarterback? It can't be Tom Brady, somebody else, and that's it.
It is people who have been consistently good. Matt Ryan has been consistently
is one of those
average.
quarterbacks.
Matt Ryan has been consistently average.
Matt Ryan
his
has
career.
been a pretty good quarterback for about 4 or 5 years.
Matt
now.
Ryan has been a consistently average quarterback for his entire NFL
So
career.
name another elite quarterback other than Tom Brady.
In the league right now,
Yes.
Russell Wilson. Carson Wentz is going to be an elite quarterback.
But I need one right now.
Ben
I don't care about
Roethlisberger. Russell Wilson, Ben Roethlisberger. Let's see, who else? I'm not going to say Alex Smith because he's been a consistently average quarterback. He just has a great offensive genius with him in the head coach, Andy Reid. Who else is there? There is...
But see, here's the thing. You say Ben Roethlisberger. It was a couple weeks ago you said Ben Roethlisberger may have been a problem. And no, you said Mike Tomlin may have been a problem. And Ben Roethlisberger's not as good as he used to be. And then Seattle just lost yesterday. And could not put up the points to win. So an elite quarterback doesn't mean much to me.
Elite quarterback makes the difference.
If you put Russell Wilson and Ben Roethlisberger in the same shoes as Eli Manning, they're still not going to win the game because they don't have an offensive line, they don't have weapons, and they don't have a defense to back them up. Now it doesn't matter who's back there.
I'll give you Ben Roethlisberger, but if you put Russell Wilson on that offense, Russell Wilson has the legs to move around and avoid the pressure and be able to make.
Russell Wilson could not win yesterday. Why would I think he could beat the Rams with the Giants?
I think
that's the problem I run into.
An elite quarterback is what the Giants need, and that they're...
No, the Giants need somebody who's competent at their job, so they need to get Ben McAdoo the heck out of there before somebody else gets hurt or something else happens. Eli Manning is fine.
Eli Manning
the team, when they're healthy, is fine. However, Ben McAdoo has already... I'm upset because he's thrown Eli Manning under the bus not once, but twice this year.
Eli Manning...
And it's not Eli Manning's fault. I watched the game. It's not his fault.
Eli Manning is a good quarterback, but it's getting the end of his career, and it's time for the Giants to move on.
No, it's time for the Giants to move on for somebody else, and it's Ben McAdoo. That's where I'm going with that.
I think Ben McAdoo's a problem, but I think Eli Manning's also a problem because I don't think he's a quarterback that can lead them.
Not Ben McAdoo. Eli Manning has a couple years left in him.
I think
Ben McAdoo needs to go tomorrow.
I think it's time for the Giants to start looking for a new quarterback.
And on top, they drafted Webb, so he's the backup, but I don't think he's the answer right now. The Giants need pieces around Eli Manning, just how Andrew Luck needs pieces around him. And
Aaron Rodgers, that's another elite quarterback. I had to think about it for a minute.
And in breaking news, the Buccaneers to shut down Jameis Winston for a couple of weeks.
Well,
because he has a shoulder injury.
Have fun in that league, Panthers and Saints.
But that's going to do it for the show right here.
That's us teams that's been surprising is the Saints.
I mean, an offense who's competent, yeah, you can win a game.
With a really good quarterback.
Yeah. But guess what? The Saints have always been good. Is Drew Brees an elite quarterback?
You can make the argument that he is an elite quarterback.
Then why were the Saints under 500 last year?
They didn't have a defense.
There you go. He can't fix everything.
But he still put up points last year.
He can put up points, but it doesn't matter. He can't walk into the New York Giants and fix it because he couldn't even fix his own team. So why would he fix the Giants, who are our worst team?
I think an elite quarterback makes that team a lot better.
No. End of story. You need players around Eli Manning, and guess what? Eli Manning can still get the job done. You need to get Ben McAdoo out of there because I don't know what the heck he's doing.
An elite quarterback fixes a lot with any team.
No.
Yes.
He can only fix one side of the ball, but he can't fix everything else. And Eli Manning, I don't care what anybody says, he is still good. He needs his wide receivers back. He needs everything back. He needs an offensive line. I will go buy the offensive line for him then at that point. I don't care. Somebody get that man some help. And with that, we're going to end the Extra Point. Thank you guys for listening. Same time, same place on the Weagle family of networks, on the Eagle Eye family of networks, WEGL 91.1 FM, online at WEGLFM.com, WEGL 91.1 FM. Eagle Eye Auburn, Tuesdays at noon. You can watch Extra Point, or guess what? Locally on Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6. For Brooks Childress, I'm Jared Dillard. So long.
There's so many words there.
And we'll see you next week. I got to go get a bottle of water.